everybody, my name is Shambhavi Priya and I'm a yoga instructor. I've been practicing for more than 2 years now. So today's topic is yoga and mental health. So the concept of yoga as an indigenous mental health practice has been there in India, especially in India, for a very long time. And yoga offers a holistic approach to mental health in a sense that entails exercises, that is asanas, pranayama, which are breathing techniques, and various other things which can effectively boost your mental health. So today we will be discussing various practices within the practice of yoga that are designed specifically for boosting your mental health. So we will be starting off with pranayama techniques. Pranayama in the scriptures is defined as Shwasa Prashwasa Yoho Gati Vichhedaha, which means Shwasa refers to intake of air and Prashwasa refers to the exhalation of air. Gati referring to the movement or the speed of the air, intake of air. So Shwasa Prashwasa Yoho Gati Vichhedaha, meaning the manipulation of inhalation and exhalation can produce different and varied effects on your body. So this manipulation is referred as pranayama. So in pranayama we will mainly be focusing on the three nadis, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. The Ida nadi is associated with the left nostril and the Pingala nadi is associated with the right nostril. Right? So whenever we are using the Ida nadi, it produces calming effects. Like it reduces the heart rate, it reduces the body temperature, it activates the parasympathetic system. So it can be used for people who have anxiety issues, people who have maybe hyperactivity syndromes, all of that. And we use the Pingala nadi, that is the right nostril. It is associated with Surya or sun, and it activates the sympathetic system. That is, it can be used for people with depressive symptoms who have, who are feeling lethargy and all of that. This is the basic concept that pranayama involves. So under pranayama we have a lot of other techniques. So first we will be going with Anuloma Viloma. Anuloma Viloma is a very simple technique, that is just inhaling from one nostril and exhaling from the other. So in Chandra Anuloma Viloma, we will inhale only from the left nostril and exhale only from the right nostril. So like I said, this can be used for people with anxiety issues. And Surya Anuloma Viloma, we will be using the right nostril. So we will inhale only from the right nostril and exhale only from the left nostril. And like I said, it can be used for people with depressive symptoms and things associated with lethargy and all of that. It basically increases the body temperature, increases the digestive fire, right? Under pranayama, the next one that we will be looking at is the Kumbhaka pranayama. Kumbhaka refers, so this is a concept from Hatha Yoga. In that we have three concepts, that is, one, inhalation, it's called as Puraka. Kumbhaka refers to holding your breath, and Rechaka, which refers to exhalation or the resting. Okay, so in Kumbhaka pranayama what we do is we inhale for 3 counts, hold for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. The counts can vary with respect to individual and their demands, right? This concept is there in the Western practice of mental health as well. It's called as the box technique or the square technique. So what this does is it lowers and it calms down your heartbeat. So in case of panic attacks, in case of anxiety attacks, this is a very, very effective technique, right? Now after pranayama we will be moving to kriyas. Kriyas differ from pranayama in a sense that in pranayama only the respiratory system is involved and it involves only the manipulation of the breath, whereas in kriyas it involves the whole body and it mainly focuses on the whole of the lumbar region or the upper body. It includes the respiratory system, but it is not limited to it, right? In Kriyas, first we will be looking at Kapala Bhati. Kapala refers to the skull and Bhati refers to shining or polishing. So in Kapala Bhati, what we do is, you have to actively take one inhalation, passively take one inhalation and have several active inhalations. It has to be forced like this. You do that for several cycles. So Kapal Bhati is recommended for people only with depressive symptoms, people who are undergoing any maniac symptoms, or who are hypertensive in nature, who are undergoing any kind of treatment for hyperactivity. It is not recommended because it increases the BP, it increases the brain activity, so it does not produce a calming effect, it has a stimulating effect. Similarly, the practice of Bhastrika. So in Bhastrika, it's again similar, except that in Kapala Bhati, you take one passive inhalation and there are several active exhalations, but in Bhastrika, both inhalation and exhalation is active in nature. And there is one active inhalation and one active exhalation, like this. Like this. So this is Bhastrika. Again, this also has a stimulating effect. It increases the body temperature, it increases the blood pressure. So it's not recommended for people with any form of maniac symptoms or hypertension and hyperactivity. Okay. Next, finally, we have last Kriya practice, which is called the Viparita Karani. In Viparita Karani, what one does is that you lay flat on the ground, you raise your legs with or without the support of a wall. So this has various applications. With respect to mental health, what it does is it drains your lymphatic system, so it calms you down, it promotes blood circulation, so it reduces symptoms of mild anxiety and panic. And with respect to gynecology, this is mainly recommended for women who are undergoing heavy menstrual flow or who are experiencing cramps, right? But when we are applying it for mental health, what this does to your body is that since your legs are up and your body is lying flat on the ground, it helps the blood flow easily to your brain region, and it also calms down your heart rate. So that way your parasympathetic nervous system is activated indirectly and it helps you calm down, right? These are the three practices under Kriya. And finally, when we are moving to asanas, there are various asanas that are prescribed for two types of let's say vyadhis. So vyadhi in itself is categorized into two categories, that is adhija vyadhi and anadhija vyadhi. Adhi refers to any form of stress that an individual might be facing, and anadhija vyadhi is diseases that are caused due to external factors, that are infections or bad contaminated food, contaminated water. These are external agents. Anadhija vyadhi refers to that, and adhija vyadhi refers to diseases that are caused due to stress. Again, in Adhija Vyadhi, we will see that there are two types of stress, that is Sara and Samanya. Sara can vaguely be called as eustress, that we know, and Samanya is the ordinary stress. So what is the difference? Eustress is something that promotes your day-to-day activity, it heightens the productivity, it yields better results. Whereas Samanya is just stress that you undergo, which does not have any effect on you. It does not increase your productivity. In fact, it poses a threat. It can be counterproductive, right? So the asanas that are prescribed for the practice of mental health, we will be focusing on the asanas that promote, the Sara stress, that are, designed for the Adhija Vyadhis. So in that we have asanas such as Balasana, Setu Bandhasana, Anjaneyasana and several other things, right? So All these concepts in yoga collectively and holistically are designed to improve your mental health. And for any further inquiries, please do consult a licensed professional, a person who has practiced yoga. Thanks everyone for watching the video. I hope this was insightful.